Initial coin offerings are the most important way for crypto startups to raise capital. And it's also an opportunity for you to get in early on projects. So, what is it and how does it work? Initial coin offering, also known as ICO, is when crypto startups creates their own token to sell to early investors for other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum or Bitcoin typically. So ICOs are a kind of crowdfunding that allows early investors both to make some money on the tokens from the pre-sale, and they can also be rewarded with access to the service associated to the startup. And one of the early projects that pioneered the ICOs are Ethereum, which raised $15.5 million by selling 50 million ETH tokens for 31.1 cent each, which has gained over 1,000,000% in yield since then. Ethereum's ICO was back in 2014, but the first ICO ever was back in 2013, a year earlier. And it was from the software engineer J.R. Willett, who authorized a white paper titled The Second Bitcoin White Paper for the master coin, which later were rebranded as the Omni Layer. And this initiative raised around $600,000.
Nice.
The same year that Ethereum did their ICO, the ICO started to take off. There were 7 ICOs back in 2014, which collectively raised over $30 million.
Not because we're greedy, no, because it's what you deserve.
But 2015 were a slower year for ICOs. There were still also 7 ICOs during the year, but they only raised $9 million. And in 2016, the ICOs really picked up pace with 43 ICOs during the year, which raised over $250 million.
Our future's so bright, we gotta wear shades, Mini-Me.
This was also the year the DAO project had its ICO, an autonomous investment fund, which raised $150 million, which also were hacked for $60 million.
All I can do right now is put on a brave face and go out there and be their leader.
And it was this hack that led up to the hard fork and the creation of Ethereum Classic. And if you want me to make a video about that, let me know in the comments. And in 2017, the ICOs really exploded, with 342 ICOs raising over $5.4 billion.
Damn!
This was also the year that the ICOs came under legal scrutiny after a statement from the Securities and Exchange Commission in the US, the SEC, which stated, cautioning that if a digital asset sold to US investors exhibited characteristics akin to a security, such as ownership rights and income stream, or an expectation of profit from the efforts of others, it must adhere to US securities laws or face punitive measures. And more recently, the chairman of the SEC has expressed a belief that all ICOs are securities. ICOs are very risky because there is little to no protection for the investors if the ICO fails or it is a scam. There is a report from 2018 by Sadis published in Bloomberg that said that 80% of the ICOs were suspected scams.
Brother,
And because the people who bought the pre-sale got a discount on their tokens, they often want to sell them as fast as possible when the token is able to be traded somewhere, which makes the price dump many times. And there are few times that the price will recover after the initial dump. There are thousands of ICO tokens that are dead today, worth nothing.
wow, very dangerous!
And if you want to avoid being scammed, I have made a video, 6 red flags to spot the rug pull, where you will learn everything you need to know to avoid the scams out there. And I know these ICOs and these new projects are very exciting, but be careful out there. And if there's something you want to know more about, let me know in the comments, like and subscribe, and that's it.